All right, so the force table lab. Let me just give you a heads up on this thing, right? What you want to do is you set up the force table like this, and I like to put 270 right there, and then that puts 0 or 360 there, and 180 here, and 90 here. Okay. Now the first thing you're going to do two separate things. The first thing is going to be that you're going to do one unknown. Okay. So here's what you do. Pick an angle. Like I'm going to pick maybe 30 degrees right here. Okay, you got that center post like that. Put the clamp at 30 degrees. Okay, and then put in a certain amount of mass on there. Now keep in mind that that hanger is 50 grams. Okay, so you're going to hang a certain amount of mass there. That hanger is 50 grams. Maybe put 100 on there, right? And now we've got 150 grams on that hanger, right? And then pick another angle, like maybe this angle here. So maybe this angle here is 30 degrees, right? Pick a different angle on this side. So how about, I don't know, 40 degrees or something like that. Just, go crazy. It's like open-ended, right? So maybe make this angle 40 degrees. IQ on the line, like, where do you clamp it, right? Okay, and then put a different weight there. So maybe this guy is 200 plus the hanger is 50. So maybe this is 250, right? Okay, and then what you're going to do is if you've got 250 at this side, right, you're going to pretend like that's a vector. Like, whoa, there it is, right? 200. Let's just go with grams as a unit of force. I'm very sorry about that, right? And then this side here is going to be 150, like that. And then you're going to have some equilibrium. And of course, the equilibrium, I just don't know. Is it going to be like this? I'm just going to guess that it's going to be some angle like this, right? Okay. The equilibrium is going to have an x and a y component, and you're just going to set up an equilibrium expression, right? So in this case, I'm going to go, let's see, let's figure this out. I'm going to say in the x direction, I've got, what do I have? I've got 150, so let's do the x direction. I've got 150 cos 30, right? Because that's this component right here, right? So 150 cos 30 minus 250, that's going to be, let's see, this guy here will be cos, right? Minus 250 cos 40 in my case, right? Plus whatever the equilibrium is in the x direction, that's going to be 0, right? Okay, and then in the y direction, for me, I've got 150, and then this will be sine of 30, right? Plus 250, this will be sine again, because I picked those angles, right? Sine of 40, plus EY is 0, right? So you're going to figure out what the equilibrium is in the x and what the equilibrium is in the y. You're going to draw that. Okay, I'm just guessing that this is to the right, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's to the left. I just don't know. Okay, but let's imagine that we end up with something that's like this. And for sure it's going to be like a downward thing, right? Okay, so figure this out, right? Put the number there, put the number there, right? And then you're going to find some angle, right? You could find this angle here, maybe. I don't care. Right? Okay, so tan minus 1 of what, EY over EX. This is EY. EY. This is EX, right? Okay. And then find the hypotenuse, right? The square root of EX squared plus EY squared, right? And so let's imagine, I have no idea, right? Imagine that this is maybe, I don't know, 221 or something like that. Okay? And that you get this angle to be 67 degrees, right? I'm just making that up, right? Okay, whatever that angle is, find that angle here, right? You have to do little maths, right? But find where that angle is, put that clamp there, right? Whatever this hypotenuse is, let's imagine that it's 172 grams or something like that, right? Okay, it's not. I'm not even doing this, okay? But whatever that is, you're going to hang that much mass there. Now keep in mind that that hanger is already 50, right? So it's IQ on the line, right? Now, when you find that angle and when you put that mass on there, there's a little center ring like that. And the center ring, if you sort of move these around so they're coming off at 90 degrees, like where they attach, that center ring should stay off the post. If it doesn't, you mess something up, okay? Now, remember, we can get within about 5 grams with our slotted mass sets, okay? So you can add paper clips if you want to. A paper clip's about 1 gram. A big paper clip is about 1 gram. So you can add paper clips to make change, okay? But that's that's number one. I think that's the hardest one, is you just set this thing up like this, right? And you solve for that and you do that, right? Okay.